Prabhupada, please accept Prabhupada.
Prabhu, can you chant the Mangalacharan prayers?
Uh,
Thank you.
ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुर्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोहं विष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूप कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांस श्रीरूपं सागरजातं सगुण रघुनाथान्वितं सजीवं सवदेतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं श्रीकृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधाकृष्णपादान् सगणललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितवास हे कृष्ण करुणा सिन्धो दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिकान्त राधाकान्त नमोऽस्तुते तप्त काञ्चन गौराङ्गे राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरि विश्वभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये नमो ओं विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामी नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वती देव गौरवाणी विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यश्च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णभट्टाय मद्भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी नित्यानंद नमस्ते सरस्वती देव गौरवाणी पिचाने विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देश तारिणी जय श्री प्रभुपाद की जय।
Prabhupada.
Hare Krishna, Bajaj Prabhu, please
Hare
accept
Krishna,
my humble
Hare
obeisance
Krishna,
for Srila
Chaitanya,
Prabhupada.
Prabhupada.
My Prabhu, Namaste Prabhu.
Thank you
हरे
so much,
कृष्णा
Bajaj.
हरे कृष्णा थैंक यू सो मच प्रभु।
Vivek, Prabhu, you can start reading.
Yes, Prabhu, thank you so much. A deliverance of Om Darka, Darka, and the king of Kashi, Om Darka. The story of King Poundarka is very interesting because there have always been many rascals and fools who have considered themselves to be God. Even in the presence of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna, there was such a foolish person. His name was Poundarka. How do you spell Prabhu?
Poundraka.
Poundarka.
Is it Poundraka?
Okay, Poundarka.
Oh, Hare Krishna, Pranjal,
Poundarka. Okay.
Pranjal, Jai Shri Prabhupada.
Hare Krishna Pandya Prabhu, Pranam Jai Shri Prabhupada. Poundarka. Poundarka. And he wanted to declare himself to be God. Well, Lord Balarama was absent in Vrindavana. This King Poundarka, the king of uh, Karusha province, being foolish and puffed up, sent a messenger to Lord Krishna. Lord Krishna has accepted as the supreme personality of Godhead, and King Poundarka directly challenged Krishna through the messenger, who stated that Poundarka and not Krishna was Vasudeva. In the present day there are many foolish followers of such rascals. Similarly, in his day, many foolish men accepted Poundarka as the supreme personality of Godhead. Because he could not estimate his own position, Poundarka falsely thought himself to be Lord Vasudeva, also himself to be Lord Vasudeva. Thus, the messenger declared to Krishna that out of his causeless mercy, King Poundarka, the supreme person of God, had descended on the earth just to deliver all distressed persons. Surrounded by many other foolish persons, this rascal Poundarka had actually concluded that he was Vasudeva, the supreme person of God. At this kind of conclusion is certainly childish. When children are playing, they sometimes create a king amongst themselves, and the child who is so selected thinks that he is the king. Similarly, many foolish persons, due to ignorance, select another fool as God, and then the rascal considered himself God. And if God could be created by childish play or by the words of men, consider this false impression. Thinking himself the supreme lord, Poundarka sent his messenger to Dwarka to challenge the position of Krishna. Thus, messenger reached the royal assembly of Krishna in Dwarka and conveyed the message given by his master Poundarka. The message contained the following statements. I am the only supreme personality of Godhead, Vasudeva. There is no no man who can compete with me. I have descended as a king Pounderka, taking for compassion on the distressed condition souls out of many unlimited causeless mercy. You have falsely taken the position of Vasudeva without authority, but you should not propagate this false idea. You must give up your position, or descendant of the Yadu dynasty. Give up your sorry. Please give up all the symbols of Vasudeva which you have falsely assumed. And after giving up this position, come and surrender unto me. If out of your gross impudence you do not care for my words, then I challenge you to fight. I am inviting you to you to a battle in which the decision will be settled. When all the members of the royal assembly, including King Ugrasena, heard this message sent by Pundarka, they laughed very loudly for a considerable time. After enjoying the loud laughter of all the members of the assembly, Krishna replied to the messenger as follows: "So, messenger of Pundarka, uh, messenger of Pundarka, you may carry my message to your master. He is a foolish rascal. I directly call him a rascal, and I refuse to follow his instructions. I shall never give up the symbols of Vasudeva, especially my disc. I shall use the disc to kill not only King Pounderka but all his followers also. I shall destroy this Pounderka and his foolish associates who merely constitute a society of cheaters and cheated. When this action is taken, foolish king, who will have to conceal your face in disgrace, and when your head is served from your body by my disc, it will be surrounded by meat eating birds like vultures, hawks, and eagles. At that time, instead of becoming my shelter as you have demanded, you will be subjected to the mercy of these low-born birds. At that time, your body will be thrown to the dogs, who will eat it with great pleasure. The messenger carried the words of Lord Krishna to his master Poundarka, who patiently heard all these insults. Without waiting longer, Lord Sri Krishna immediately started out on his chariot to punish the rascal Poundarka, because at that time the king of Karusha was living with his friend, the king of Kashi. Krishna surrounded the whole city of Kashi. King Kapoundarka was a great warrior, and as soon as he heard of Krishna's attack, he came out of the city along with the two Akoshini divisions of soldiers. The king of Kashi was also a friend to King Pondarka, and he came out with the three Kaushini divisions. When the two kings came before Lord Krishna to oppose him, Krishna saw Pondarka face to face for the first time. Krishna saw that Pondarka had decorated himself with the symbols of the consuls, disc, sotas, and club. He carried the Stranga bow, and on his chest was the insignia of Srivasa. His neck was decorated with a false Kaustuba jewel, and he wore a lotus garland in exact imitation of Lord.
He had dressed himself like Krishna. That's too funny.
Lord Vasudeva. He was dressed in yellow colored silken garments, and the flag on his chariot carried the symbol of Garuda, exactly imitating Krishna's. He had a very valuable helmet on his head, and his earrings, like swordfish, glittered brilliantly. On the whole, however, his dress and makeup were clearly imitation. Anyone could understand that he was just like someone on stage playing the part of Vasudeva in false dress. When Lord Sri Krishna was sorry. Lord Sri Krishna saw Pondarka imitating his posture and dress. He could not check his lost laughter, and those he laughed with great
So
satisfaction.
even Krishna, even Krishna laughed at him. Everyone laughed at it. Before all the kings also, when they saw him, they also they laughed. It was said they laughed a considerable amount of time. So everyone was just laughing at this. It was too
So,
funny.
mhm. The soldiers on the side of King Poundarka began to shower their weapons upon Krishna. The weapons, including various kinds of tridents, clubs, and poles, lances, swords, daggers, and arrows, came flying in waves, and Krishna counteracted them. He smashed not only the weapons but also the soldiers and assistants of Poundarka. Just as during the dissolution of this universe, the fire of devastation burns everything to ashes. The elephants, chariots, have horses, and infantry belonging to the opposite party were scattered by the weapons of Krishna. The whole battlefield became scattered with the bodies of animals and chariots. There were fallen horses, elephants, men, asses, and camels. Although the devastated battlefield appear like the dancing place of Lord Shiva at the time of the dissolution of the world. The warriors who were on the side of Krishna were very much encouraged by seeing this, and they fought with greater strength. At this time, Lord Krishna told Pondarka, Pondarka, you requested me to give up the symbols of Lord Vishnu, especially specifically my disc. Now I will give it up to you. Be careful. You falsely declare yourself to be Vasudeva, imitating myself, and therefore no one is a greater fool than you. From this statement of Krishna's, it is clear that any rascal who advertises himself as God is the greatest fool in human society. Krishna continued, now Pandarka, I shall force you to give up this false representation. You wanted to surrender unto me. Now this is your opportunity. We shall now fight, and if I defeated and you become victorious, I shall certainly surrender unto you. In this way, after chastising Pondarka very severely, he smashed his chariot to pieces by shooting an arrow. With the help of his disc, he separated the head of Pondarka from his body, just as Indra shaves off the peaks of mountains by striking them with his thunderbolt. Similarly, he also killed the king of Kashi with his arrows. Lord Krishna specifically arranged to throw the head of the king of Kashi into the city of Kashi itself, so that his relatives and families members could see it. This was done by Krishna just as a hurricane carries a lotus petal here and there. Lord Krishna killed Pondarak and his friend Kashiraja on the battlefield, and then he returned to his capital city Dwarka. When Lord Krishna returned to the city of Dwarka, all the Siddhas from the heavenly planets were singing the glories of the Lord. As far as Pondarka was concerned, however, some or other, he was always thinking of Lord Vasudeva by falsely dressing himself in that way, and therefore Pondarka achieved a Sarupya, one of the five kinds of liberation, and was those promoted to the Vaikuntha planets where the devotees have the same bodily features as Vishnu, with the four hands holding the four symbols. Actually, his meditation was concentrated on the Vishnu's form, but because he thought himself to be Lord Vishnu, it was offensive. After being killed by Krishna, however, that offense was also mitigated. Thus, he was given Swarupya liberation had he attained the same form as the Lord. When the head of the king of Kashi was thrown through the city gate, people gathered and were astonished to see that wonderful thing. When they found out that there were earrings on it, they could understand that it was someone's head. They conjectured as to as to whose head it might be. Some thought it was Krishna's head because Krishna was the enemy of Kashi Raja, and they collected that the king of Kashi might have thrown Krishna's head into the city so that the people might take pleasure that the enemy was killed. But it was finally detected that the head was not Krishna's but that of Kashi Raja himself. When it was so ascertained, the queens of the king of Kashi immediately approached and began to lament the death of their husband. My dear Lord, they cried, upon your death we have become just like dead bodies. The king of Kashi had one son whose name was Saudakshina. After observing the ritualistic funeral ceremony, he took a vow that since Krishna was the enemy of his father, he could kill Krishna and in this way liquidate his debts to his father. Therefore, accompanied by learned priest qualified to help him, he began to worship Mahadeva, Lord Shiva,
Hare
the
Krishna.
Lord of the
Prabhu,
King.
one second.
Lord of
Hare Krishna, Karti Prabhu, please accept my humble obeisances, all glory. Prabhupada.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu, please accept my humble obeisances. Jai Shri Prabhupada. Hari.
Prabhu, can you read?
Yeah, sure. Just give me a minute. I'll just go to a place with good
Yes.
network, and then I'll read. Just give me
Yes.
1 minute.
Okay, thank you so much, Prabhu. Vivek Prabhu.
Is my voice audible now, Prabhu?
Yes, Prabhu. Quickly
Yes,
before.
Prabhu. So I hope the network is good.
Yes, Prabhu.
Yes.
Before your new exam comes, now you have time.
Tomorrow I have Arabic exam. I have to study Arabic.
Yes, Prabhu.
Anyway, it's okay. I'll read. I have to chant my rounds as well, but yeah, okay. The Lord of the Kingdom Kashi is Vishwanatha, Lord Shiva. The temple of Lord Vishwanatha is still existing in Varanasi, and many thousands of pilgrims still gather daily in that temple. By the worship of Sudakshina, Lord Shiva was very much pleased and he wanted to give a benediction to his devotee. Sudakshina's purpose was to kill Krishna, and therefore he prayed for a specific power by which he could kill him. Lord Shiva advised that Sudakshina, assisted by the Brahmanas, execute the ritualistic ceremony for killing one's enemy. This ceremony is also mentioned in some of the tantras. Lord Shiva informed Sudakshina that if such a black ritualistic ceremony was performed properly, then the evil spirit named Dakshinagni would appear to carry out any order given to him. He would have to be employed, however, to kill someone other than a qualified Brahmana. In such a case, he would be accompanied by Lord Shiva's ghostly companions, and the desire of Sudakshina to kill his enemy would be fulfilled. When Sudakshina was encouraged by Lord Shiva in that way, he became assured that he would be able to kill Krishna. With a determined vow of austerity, he began to execute the black art of chanting mantras assisted by the priests. After this, out of the fire came a great demoniac form, whose hair, beard, and mustache were exactly the color of hot copper. This form was very big and fierce. As the demon arose from the fire, cinders of fire emanated from the sockets of his eyes. The giant fairy demon appeared still more fierce due to the movements of his eyebrows. He exhibited long, sharp teeth, sticking out his long tongue, licked both sides of his lips. He was naked, and he carried a big trident, which was blazing like fire. After appearing from the fire of sacrifice, he stood wielding the trident in his hand. Instigated by Sudakshina, the demon proceeded towards the capital city, Dwaraka, along with many hundreds of ghostly companions, and it appeared that he was going to burn all outer space to ashes. The surface of the earth trembled because of his striking steps. When he entered the city of Dwaraka, all the residents panicked, just like animals at the time of a forest fire. At the time Krishna was engaged in playing chess in the Royal Assembly Council Hall, all the residents of Dwaraka approached and addressed him. Dear Lord of the three worlds, there is a great fiery demon ready to burn the whole city of Dwaraka. Please save us. Thus, after approaching the Lord Krishna, all the inhabitants of Dwaraka began to appeal to him for protection from the fiery demon who had just appeared in Dwaraka to devastate the whole city. Sorry the whole population of Dwaraka was most perturbed by the presence of the great fiery demon. He immediately began to smile and assured them, "Don't worry, I shall give you all protection. The Supreme Personality of Godhead Krishna is all pervading. He is within everyone's heart, and He is within and without also in the form of the cosmic manifestation." He could understand that the fiery demon was the creation of Lord Shiva, and in order to vanquish him, he took his Sudarshana Chakra and ordered him to take the necessary steps. The Sudarshana Chakra appeared with the effulgence of millions of suns, his temperature being as powerful as that of the fire created at the end of the cosmic manifestation. By his own effulgence, the Sudarshana Chakra began to illuminate the entire universe on the surface of the earth as well as in outer space. Then the Sudarshana Chakra began to freeze the fiery demon created by Lord Shiva. In this way, the fiery demon was checked by the Sudarshana Chakra of Lord Krishna, and being defeated in his attempt to devastate the city of Dwaraka, he turned back. Having failed to set fire to Dwaraka, he went back to Varanasi, the kingdom of Kashiraja. As a result of his return, all the priests who had helped instruct the black art of mantras along with their employer, Sudakshina, were burned into ashes by the glaring effulgence of the fiery demon. According to the methods of black art mantras instructed in the Tantra, if the mantra fails to kill the enemy, then because it must kill someone, it kills the original creator. Sudakshina was the originator, and the priests assisted him. Therefore, all of them were burned to ashes. This is the way of the demons. The demons created something to kill God, but by the same weapon, the demons themselves were killed. Following, just behind the fiery demon, the Sudarshana Chakra also entered Varanasi. This city of Varanasi had been very opulent and great for a very long time. Even now, the city of Varanasi is very opulent and famous, and it is one of the most important sites of India. There were then many big palaces, assembled houses, marketplaces, the gates, with very important large monuments by the palaces and gates. Lecturing platforms could be found at each and every crossing of the roads. There was a treasure house and elephant heads, horse heads, chariots, granaries, and places for distribution of foodstuff. The city of Varanasi had been filled with all these material opulences for a very long time, but because the king of Kashi and his son Sudakshina were against Lord Krishna, the Vishnu Chakra Sudarshana, the disc weapon of Lord Krishna, devastated the whole city by burning all these important places. The excursion was more ravaging than modern bombing. The Sudarshana Chakra, having thus finished his duty, came back to his Lord Sri Krishna at Dwaraka. This narration of the devastation of Varanasi by Krishna's disc weapon, the Sudarshana Chakra, is transcendental and auspicious. Anyone who narrates the story or anyone who hears the story with faith and attention will be released from all reaction to sinful activities. This is the assurance of Shukadeva Goswami, who narrated this story to Parikshit Maharaj. Thus ends the second volume, 11th chapter of Krishna, deliverance of Paundraka, the king of Kashi. Haribo.
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 Thank you so much,
Krishna Prabhu.
Prabhu.
Krishna Prabhu. All glories to Srila Prabhupada.
Hare Krishna Lagohan Prabhu, Hare Krishna Bajari Prabhu, Hare Krishna Vivek Prabhu, Pranjal Prabhu, Dharani Prabhu, Danot Pranam Jai Shri Prabhupada.
Hare Krishna, Karti Prabhu, Dhanot Pranam, Jai Shri Prabhupada.
Oh.
Lebohang Prabhu, you
When are
missed
you coming
a huge
next, Prabhu?
fight.
Sorry, Prabhu.
You missed a huge fight, Prabhu.
Where is it from? Like the place?
Krishna was fighting.
Krishna was fighting.
Yes,
Because
Prabhu.
I heard one thing. Was he fighting with the chakra disc, or what do you call it?
Yes, Prabhu.
Oh yes, I think I heard when Karti Prabhu was reading. I think I know a little bit of it.
Yes, Prabhu. There was one Paundraka who was imitating Krishna.
Ooh. Yes, and I was really busy with the Gora Arti, eh?
Yes, Prabhu. Thank you so much, Karti Prabhu, for reading.
No, thank you very
Haribo.
much, Prabhu, for giving me an opportunity to read. Thank you very much
Thank you
for
so
this very nice opportunity. Thank you very much for your service, Sami Prabhu, of everyday reading sessions. Thank you.
No problem.
Haribo.
I just have one question to Vivek Prabhu. When is Vivek Prabhu coming? When are you coming, Prabhu, to the temple again? The date?
Prabhu, like, I am planning to come 19th, December 19th. Like
Oh, you'll be
December
there.
18th, like that.
Okay, okay.
I
December
will try
19th is which day?
like Friday, Thursday, I think. Thursday.
Thursday. Oh my God. Oh,
1
December
minute.
19th.
I will check because the opening is the opening.
Yeah, it's Thursday, Thursday.
Yeah.
I checked. It's Thursday. Oh,
Okay then.
you are not coming before that?
Like I will come like 18. 18.
18th. Yeah, I'm planning to come on 12th. I will come with my friends. Two
Oh,
friends or three friends.
Oh,
I don't know.
Haribo.
Yeah, it'll be nice if you can also come and have your association also.
yes, bro.
Semi
I am
Prabhu.
also in your association.
yes, Prabhu.
Where is Amit Prabhu?
Oh,
It's
Yeah,
been
Amit
a while,
Prabhu, you know
then,
what,
right?
what happened to him was
yes,
that
Prabhu.
his parents are causing some issue
Oh,
in the present as of now. But in the future, after right now, his parents are staying with him. His uncle is staying with him for a few days. So after his uncle goes, he'll join back.
okay.
So
Okay,
he just
Prabhu.
called me. I told him, tell yes, yes to your uncle. Tell whatever your uncle says. You just say yes. I will follow. And after your uncle goes, you join all the sessions. Like that, I told him.
Okay, Prabhu.
Okay, very good, Prabhu, that you
Yeah.
checked on him.
When is Pranjal Prabhu coming? Never seen Pranjal Prabhu in my entire life.
He's talking with you with the emoji eyes.
Oh
Like
my
Pranjal
God.
Prabhu.
You
We
have
met Pranjal Prabhu in
you have to you
Sign
have to read his mind
language.
to get the answer.
we met
Yes, Prabhu. Sign
Pranjal Prabhu
language.
in
I think Pranjal Prabhu is expert cook. Like he will cook very nice sabji, nice roti, nice
Oh,
like milkshake, everything. And then he'll give to the devotees. Pranjal Prabhu, I'm waiting for your mercy, Prabhu. Even Vivek Prabhu saying yes.
like
If you come, we will show you one ghost. Vivek Prabhu and I, we will show you one ghost in the temple.
is there ghost?
Top secret, top secret.
Prabhu will show you ghost.
You can ask Vivek Prabhu, he will tell you where the ghost is, the location of the ghost, everything. How to drive away
that,
ghost.
that day was like that day was very scary for me. That that scene. But
Hmm.
you didn't but you didn't afraid of that. I was like
Is he devotee ghost?
That is because you are there, Prabhu. Vivek Prabhu, if you are there, how I can be afraid? See, in
no
presence
no
of a Vaishnav, how
I
will
am
how will I be afraid of ghost?
I am like I am afraid, but you didn't afraid. Huh?
Yeah, because you were there. You are the protector. You are like
Oh,
Krishna Sudarshan Chakra. Wherever Krishna is there, no negative influence can harm.
oh, no.
Haribo. Eh, Prabhu and Devash Prabhu. Where is Devash Prabhu? Or is he still busy with school?
Maybe like Yas Prabhu told that day like I am busy some like exams or there, so I think maybe exams are there.
Okay, Prabhu.
Hmm.
Because it's been over months now, eh?
Yes, Prabhu. Hero Prabhu is also missing. There was huge
Oh, I forgot
snowstorm.
Hero Prabhu. I'm gonna video call him.
Yeah, there was huge snowstorm and he got lost.
After that.
Yes, Prabhu.
And he also said it's his issue. You remember he said something like he'll join for like a week and then after that he does not know what happens. I think the weekend takes him, eh?
Yes, Prabhu.
Every time after a weekend he's always gone.
Yeah, that's true.
So maybe I think we need to make a schedule. Every Monday we call him.
Yes, Prabhu. Yeah, that would work. Okay, next we have Prabhupada's one of favorite chapters. everything is really nice, but this is, I heard one Prabhupada Leela, one devotee told that Prabhupada heard this story and he laughed during this a lot. It's about one gorilla, Vivida gorilla.
Oh,
Today, Ekadasi in India.
Oh, yes, Prabhu. Are you doing Nirjal?
Wow. Very good question, bro. I'm potato austerity. I think I have to learn from the verse 551, Srimad Bhagavatam Tapo Devyam. I ate potato chips, Ekadasi Prasadam from one ISKCON devotee, and water also, of course.
Oh, yes, Prabhu. Yeah, I also ate some potatoes. Yeah.
Damn, that's deep.
Yes, Prabhu. But Gianni Prabhu did full Nirjal.
Jani Prabhu, next level, he's austerity personified.
Yes,
He
Prabhu.
never misses morning program, never misses rounds, never misses preaching, never misses anything.
Is this
He's
You
too
know.
pious, Prabhu. I also see
Oh.
that he's too
Is
pious.
this Gianni
Even when
Prabhu?
even when I chant with him, I can feel that this guy is too pious. Eh?
Yes,
He's
Prabhu.
very decent,
Yeah.
like
He's on
truthful.
another
It's like
level,
he's
Prabhu.
like Yudhishthir.
Yeah, he's real Vaishnav, a big person.
Is this
Oh,
Manu?
Manu
Yes,
Prabhu.
Prabhu.
Yeah,
Is
Hari Bol, Hare Krishna, Manu Prabhu, Dhanur Pranam, Jai Shri Prabhupada.
Hare
Yes, when I
Krishna,
said
Manu
real
Prabhu.
Vaishnav came, Manu Prabhu, Hari Bol.
Hare Krishna Manu Prabhu Dandat Pranam Jai Shri Prabhupada.
I just came up. Actually, I just finished my sleeping.
But Prabhu?
Haribo.
But
You
you
were sleeping.
okay.
No, I said I just finished. I finished my sleep through.
Yes, Prabhu. Yeah, you can.
What's the time there, Prabhu?
Actually, and it's around like 12. I slept early.
Is Ekadashi finished?
So, Ekadashi is not finished yet.
Oh, really? Just starting?
No. It's about to end. Today is the
Okay.
last day. Today is the last day.
Yes, Prabhu.
Oh, wow. So,
Yeah.
so it's before Mangalarti? Oh, it's just 1 o'clock there?
It's around
my
like
God.
12 something. Bro.
Wow.
Only
What are you going to do, Prabhu, till Mangalarti time?
He's gonna hear us.
probably hang out with you, Prabhu, or something. I don't know.
Wow, Hari Bol.
What has
Manu
happened?
Prabhu came to bless us with this transcendental association. See, Prabhu was like, he gave up his sleep because he wants to help
No.
fallen devotees like me. He was thinking, oh, this
Rascal.
Karthi is doing some
No.
rascaldom in India.
You
Let
got the
me
wrong
call
idea,
him.
Prabhu. I tell you, I slept around 7 o'clock. So I slept for 9 hours like a rascal and then woke up and then and I'm just associating with you all so you can pick me up from this 9 hour sleep rascaldom.
Well, you woke up at a really nice moment because we're gonna hear a story about Vivi the gorilla.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
And we just heard
How is Raja Kishore Prabhu?
Hey, he's good. He's good, Prabhu.
Cool.
Doing this nice renovation of the temple. I'll send you pictures.
Yes, Prabhu, yeah.
It's working
Very
day in
fortunate
and
you can have Raja Kishore Prabhu's association every day. Very
yeah,
great Vaishnav Prabhus.
he's actually correcting me a lot so that I can be better. I appreciate that.
Yes, Prabhu.
What happened to the books?
The books, right now I'm selling the Transcendental Milk, the expired magazines.
Did the other books got shipped yet?
No, actually, no word on it yet. I have to ask Keshav Krishna Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhu.
Otherwise, we have a plan to print out more Krishna Reservoir Pleasure. That was
Yes.
also our books that we were selling.
Yeah, that's
So
good.
I have to find out what's the quote. The quote was very, very high in one place. So now I have to go back and see if the quotes could be lower.
Yes, Prabhu.
Again, thank you for association, Bruce.
Thank you so much for joining, Prabhu.
And thank you for Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Okay, who will read? Will Karti Prabhu continue or is a short
I
chapter?
can read for some time and then I have to chant my rounds. Is that okay?
Yes, Prabhu.
Yeah, that's all right, bro.
Actually, tomorrow I have my Arabic exam. I haven't even started studying anything, you know.
What it means?
I think to Arabic language.
Yes, Prabhu.
Yeah, that's a good thing, Prabhu. Prabhu, you always writing, yo.
Why you're studying Arabic, Prabhu? Is it mandatory?
Like,
You choose it.
yeah, it's like a mandatory thing, you know, we have to take any subject. So I studied in Arabic in Dubai when I was there, you know. So I took Arabic.
Do they? Yeah, Prabhu. Yeah, that's.
It's like you're studying astronaut, Prabhu, the way you're so writing. I need to find your school, hey, and complain about it.
Yeah. It's just a waste of time.
Yes.
Anyway, what to do? Vivek
Yeah.
Prabhu will join
I'm
temple
telling
next
you,
after his college.
it teaches you how to study what do you call this? The slokas, Prabhu. Because you're always studying, so meaning your mind is so fresh, it can study anything.
Prabhu is frying the mind with the Arabic.
My brain is like potato brain, you know. There any Prabhu's like, oh, next level he has. He's very intelligent. Pranjal Prabhu also, he's like scientist, next level.
Yes.
Vivek Prabhu also.
For ISRO.
We are using 0%, you guys are using 5% of your minds.
Yeah, I mean, Pranjal Prabhu is like ISRO level. Dharani Prabhu also is like full topper. Vivek Prabhu also. Damn. Only me, I don't know why I'm like this. Anyway, maybe reading Krishna book will increase my intelligence. Not maybe, it will increase for sure. So yeah,
Yes,
let me read.
I think Vivida Gorilla is more rascal than us. Let's read.
No, Prabhu, I am big guy, you know, big rascal me also. Okay, let's read, Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhu.
12. Deliverance of Vida Gorilla. While Shukadeva Goswami continued to speak on the transcendental pastimes and characteristics of Lord Krishna, King Parikshit, upon hearing him, became more and more enthusiastic and wanted to hear further. Shukadeva Goswami next narrated the story of Dvivida, the gorilla who was killed by Lord Balaram. The gorilla was a great friend of Baumasura or Narakasuras, who was killed by Lord Krishna in connection with his kidnapping 16,000 princesses from all around the world. Dvivida was the minister of King Sugriva. His brother Manida was also a very powerful gorilla king. When Dvivida gorilla heard the story of his friend Baumasura being killed by Lord Krishna, he planned to create mischief throughout the country in order to avenge the death of Baumasura. His first business was to set fires in villages, towns, and industrial and mining places, as well as the residential quarters of the mercantile men who were busy dairy farming and protecting cows. Sometimes he would approach a big mountain and tear it to pieces. In this way, he created great disturbance all over the country, especially in the province of Katwar. The city of Dwaraka was situated in this Katwar province, and because Lord Krishna used to live in this city, Dvida specifically made it his target of disturbance. Dvida was as powerful as 10,000 elephants. Sometimes he would go to the seashore and with his powerful hands he would create so much disturbance in the sea that he would overflood the neighboring cities and villages. Often he would go to the hermitages of great saintly persons and sages and cause a great disturbance by smashing their beautiful gardens and orchids. Not only did he create disturbances in that way, but sometimes he would pass urine and stool on, oh my god. He would pass urine and stool on their sacrificial area. He would pollute the whole atmosphere. He also kidnapped both men and women, taking them away from their residential places to the caves of the mountains, putting them with the caves. He would close the entrances with large chunks of stone like the Bringi insect, which arrests and carries away many flies and other insects and puts them within the holes of the trees where he lives. He thus regularly defied the law and order of the country. Not only that, but he would sometimes pollute the female members of the many Oh my God. Not only that, but sometimes he would pollute the female members of many aristocratic families by forcibly raping them. While creating such great disturbance all over the country, sometimes he heard very sweet musical sounds from the Raivataka mountain, and so he entered that mountainous region. There he saw that Lord Balaram was present in the midst of many beautiful young girls enjoying their company while engaged in singing and dancing. He became captivated by the beautiful features of Lord Balarama's body, each and every part of which was very beautiful, decorated as he was with a garland of lotus flowers. Similarly, all the young girls present, dressed and garlanded with flowers, exhibited much beauty. Lord Balarama seemed to be fully intoxicated from drinking the Varuni beverage, and his eyes appeared to be rolling in a drunken state. Lord Balarama appeared just like the king of the elephants in the midst of many she elephants. This gorilla by the name Vivida could climb up on trees and jump from one branch to another. Sometimes he would jerk the branches, creating a particular type of sound, killa, killa, so that Lord Balaram was greatly distracted from the pleasing atmosphere. Sometimes Dvivida would come before the women and exhibit different types of caricatures. By nature, young women are apt to enjoy everything with laughter and joking. And when the gorilla came before them, they did not take him seriously but simply laughed at him. However, the gorilla was so rude that even in the presence of Balarama, he began to show the lower part of his body to women. And sometimes he would come forward to show his teeth while moving his eyebrows. He disrespected the women even in the presence of Balarama. Lord Balarama's name suggests that he is not only very powerful, but that he takes pleasure in exhibiting extraordinary strength. So he took a stone and threw it at Dvivida. The gorilla, however, artfully avoided being struck by the stone. In order to insult Balarama, the gorilla took away the earthen pot in which the Varuni was kept. Vibhida, being thus intoxicated with his limited strength, began to tear off all valuable clothes worn by Balarama and the accompanying young girls. He was so puffed up that he thought that Balarama could not do anything to chastise him, and he continued to offend Balaramji and his companions. When Lord Balarama personally saw the disturbances created by the gorilla and heard that he had already performed many mischievous activities all over the country, he became very angry and decided to kill him. Immediately, he took the club in his hands. The gorilla could understand that now Balarama was going to attack him. In order to counteract Balarama, he immediately uprooted a big oak tree, and with great force, he came and struck Lord Balarama's head. Lord Balarama, however, immediately caught hold of the big tree and remained undisturbed. Just like a great mountain, to retaliate, he took up his club by the name of Sunada and began to hit the gorilla with it. The gorilla's head was severely injured. Currents of blood flowed from his head with great force, but the stream of blood enhanced his beauty like a stream of liquid manganese coming out of a great mountain. The striking of Balarama's club did not even slightly disturb him. On the contrary, he immediately uprooted another big oak tree, and after clipping off all its leaves, he began to strike Balarama's head with it. But Balaram, with the help of his club, tore the tree to pieces. Since the gorilla was very angry, he took another tree in his hand and began to strike Lord Balarama's body. Again, Lord Balarama tore the tree to pieces, and the fighting continued. Each time, the gorilla would bring out a big tree to strike Balarama. Lord Balarama would tear the tree to pieces by the striking of his club. The gorilla Dvivida would clutch another tree from another direction and again attack Balarama in the same way. As a result of this continuous fighting, the forest became treeless. When no more trees were available, Dvivida took help from the hills and threw large pieces of stone like rainfall upon the body of Balarama. Lord Balarama, also in great sporting mood, began to smash those big pieces of stone into mere pebbles. The gorilla, being bereft of all trees and stone slabs, now stood before him and waved his strong fists. Then, with great force, he began to beat the chest of Lord Balarama with his fists. This time, Lord Balaram became most angry. Since the gorilla was striking him with his hands, he would not strike him back with his own weapons of the club or the plow. Simply with his fist, he began to strike the collarbone of the gorilla. This striking proved to be fatal to Dvivida, who immediately vomited blood and fell unconscious upon the ground. When the gorilla fell, it appeared that all the hills and forests tottered. After this horrible incident, all the siddhas, great sages, and saintly persons from the upper planetary systems began to shower flowers on the person of Lord Balarama. When sounds glorifying the supremacy of Lord Balarama were vibrated, all of them began to chant, "All glories to Lord Balarama. Let us offer our respectful obeisances onto your lotus feet. By your killing this great demon, Vivida, you have initiated an auspicious era for the whole world." How such jubilant sounds of victory were heard from outer space. After killing the great demon Vivida and being worshipped by showers of flowers and glorious sounds of victory, Balarama returned to his capital city, Dwaraka. Thus ends the Bhaktivedanta purport of the second volume, 12th chapter of Krishna, Deliverance of Vivida Gorilla. Wow.
Oh, Hare Krishna, Jat Prabhu, Dandat Pranam, Jai Shri Prabhupada.
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Jai.
Jai Prabhu, Dandavat Pranam, Jai Prabhupada.
Read very well, Kalki Prabhu. It was very pleasing to hear. Thank you, Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhu. There is
No, Prabhu, I read with so much imperfect grammar, but thank you again for giving me an opportunity, Sami Prabhu. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Prabhu. This is a rare opportunity for us because you rarely join to read, so it's rare.
Damn. I mean, the first time when I joined, I used to join like the whole time. You remember long back?
Yes, Prabhu. Yeah, finish your exam, then you can join or join to Pondicherry.
Yes, Prabhu.
Remember,
Vivek,
Prabhu, they never finish, Prabhu. Exam is unlimited, Prabhu.
No. He does finish his exam. The final exam is when he's tested at the time of death.
yes,
Oh,
correct.
yes, Prabhu.
After exam,
When
Vivek
you
Prabhu
have
will
been
go
a
to
female
Pondi.
boy,
Oh wow!
Vivek Prabhu will join full time. I think after which month,
Prabhu.
Prabhu? Vivek Prabhu?
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's gonna join.
Ribo.
Like I will try, like all your mercy that I can join. So please, you your mercy, bro.
How many months more? Few months, right?
June next month, next year June, I think so.
Next year, June, huh? Oh, that's it. Only few months left, 6 months, something like that. Then Prabhu will be in the temple. Wow, Haribo.
Wow. Like
Here is a temple tour. It's really big. Today I noticed when I watched this, it's really huge. It's like a big ship.
Transcendental ship, burns away all the ignorance just by setting one step inside.
Yes, Prabhu.
Haribo.
Yeah, but it was bigger than I thought when I saw this video.
Prabhu, the music is just like I am in a restaurant in Lebanon now.
Dr. Jat Prabhu, how's the book distribution?
Oh, Prabhu, Saint Etienne, the town where I live. Let us
Sorry,
watch the
Prabhu.
video. Let us watch the video first, Prabhu.
Oh, what was there? Let's back up a little bit. So here is the current temple hall. Oh, we have museum. Yeah, this hall looks really big, this main hall. But how the middle will be emptied of water? We have to pump it.
I don't know, Prabhu. I think they'll pump it.
Yes, Prabhu. Yeah, here is the brahmachari places. Now it's been already built, like the walls are there. Last time there was not walls. Then
Prabhu, I feel bad when I watch this. I don't even know how to construct a simple chair, Prabhu.
yes,
And
bro.
then I see all this big temple like that. I'm like,
Yes, bro. So in 3 weeks, Karti Prabhu will be sleeping here, maybe.
whoa.
Which one will be Rishikesh Prabhu's room? Maybe first one.
Rishikesh Prabhu, wow, he is the one collecting donations. You know, he's doing so much hard work to collect the donations.
Yes, Prabhu, I think he deserves a special room.
Prabhu, is this like the biggest temple in ISKM right now?
Yes, Prabhu.
Wow.
It's really big. There is so many. That's why I thought it's like a big ship, because there is like 6 different floors, then there is so many different rooms.
Prabhu, I think His Grace Sundar Gopal should move out to Singapore and come to India, hey?
Hmm.
Sundar Gopal Prabhu is always traveling, you know.
Yes, Prabhu.
Next,
Oh, yes.
Prabhu will go to Reunion Island. So, yeah.
Oh, yes, Prabhu.
Will this
I was
room
saying he was.
can people go to this room? Or will it be closed?
Prabhu, is he still in India now?
Yes, Prabhu. He's returning to Pondicherry soon.
Okay, Prabhu. But I can see there are no videos, there are no updates now.
Today I sent one update. Yeah, it's really high, the temple. What is that? Is this the ISKCON temple?
No, that's a different place. That's not the ISKCON temple.
What is
ISKCON
this?
temple is very small. I don't know what's that place, but that's not the ISKCON temple. You know, ISKCON temple is like very, very small, you know. It's just like not even one floor, and it's very small.
Are they
And our
active?
temple is like a huge spaceship.
Yes, Prabhu. Are they actively building this one?
The one that you're showing, yeah, I think they're actively building. I haven't checked. I cannot confirm. But the ISKCON temple, I don't think there's any progress going on.
Yes, Prabhu. Yeah, they were
This is
saying
not the
in
ISKCON one.
comments. They were saying in YouTube comments when someone posted about our temple, they were saying that though ISKCON is also building Pondicherry and it will be bigger. They said like this. They were.
Even if they try their whole lifetime, they will not reach even 30% the size of a temple. Those people are all useless, bro, actually, over there. I don't know
They
what they're
say
doing, you know.
they said in the comments that all Pondicherry has copied this style of. They said they have copied this ISKCON style of temple, and ISKCON is also gonna build ISKCON Pondicherry. It's gonna be bigger, same style. They spoke confidently like this. Oh, probably dangerously close to the side. Yeah, but the views are nice.
Yeah, it's very nice. It's very chill in the night. It's nice. So thank you so much, Prabhu, for your association. I have to chant my rounds. I'm such a rascal. I haven't chanted my rounds properly today. So I have to chant my rounds now.
Haribo.
Yeah. Inshallah, I study at least something today by the
Yep.
mercy of
You already
Sami Prabhu.
You already know Arabic language perfectly, Prabhu.
How I know? I don't know.
You always say this, inshallah, this. You know this.
That's because of your influence, Prabhu. You're trying to make me into Muslim, you know. I
No,
don't know. I'm trying to be a I'm trying to follow Prabhupada, and you're telling me, no, become Muslim. What I can do? You're brainwashing me, Prabhu. You're trying to convert me. That's why.
Prabhu, but now you'll score good numbers in the Arab test. Then you can go to the.
By your mercy. By your mercy, I hope. I just want to pass. That's all. I don't care. Good marks, bad marks. What does it make? I just pass, so nobody trouble me. I go to temple, Krishna willing. Okay,
Yes.
Prabhu. Thank you so much for your association. Please forgive me for my offenses, and please forgive me if I've spoken something extra or not properly. I have to chant my rounds. Thank you so much, Guru Vishwa Kripasam Devacha. Palitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah. Thank you so much, Prabhu. Thank you, Sami Prabhu, for hosting this session daily, and thank you for giving me an opportunity to read. Hari Bol. Jai Prabhupada.
Jai Shri Prabhupada. Okay, now we need to chant 6 Astakam prayers. Who will start?
Chetodarpanamarjanam bhavamahatavagni nirvapanam Shairakchandrika vitaranam vijavatu jivanam Anandam buddhivardhanam pratipadam purnamritasvadanam Sarvatma snapanam param vijayate Shri Krishna Sankirtanam.
Nam Namakari Baudana Jasava Saktis Takta Vitanyam Tasmane Nakala Ita Tishita Vakipa Bhagava Mamapi Durdeva Mitishamya Janina Naraga
Trinadapi Sunichena Tarorapi Sahisnuna Mani Namanadena Kirtaniya Sada Hari.
Ainanda tanuja kinkaram patitam mam vishame bhavam buddho kripaya tvavapada pankaja stitadu lisadrisham vichintaya.
Nayanam Galata Shudaraya, Vadanam Gadgarudaya Gira, Purakayar Nishitam Bapu Kada, Tavanamagrahani Bhavishyati.
Yugaitam Meshina Shakshusha Pravisaitam Sunyaitam Jagasarvam Govinda Virename
Asisleva padaratam pinastumam adarshanam marmam hatam karotuva yata tata va vidatu lampato mat prananatastu sa eva narpanaha.
Glory to the Sri Krishna Sankirtan, which cleanses the heart of all the dust accumulated for years and extinguishes the fire of conditional life of repeated birth and death. The Sankirtan movement is the prime benediction for humanity at large because it spreads the rays of the benediction moon. It is the life of all transcendental knowledge. It increases the ocean of transcendental bliss and it enables us to fully taste the nectar for which we are always anxious.
O my Lord, your holy name alone can render all benedictions to living beings, and thus you have hundreds and millions of names, like Krishna and Govinda. In these transcendental names, you have invested all your transcendental energies. There are not even hard and fast rules for chanting these names. O my Lord, out of kindness, these names. Oh my Lord, they are not even hard and fast rules for chanting these names. Oh my Lord, out of kindness, you enable us to easily approach you by your holy names, but I am so unfortunate that I have no attraction for them.
One should chant the holy name of the Lord in a humble state of mind, thinking oneself lower than the straw in the street. One should be more tolerant than a tree, devoid of all sense of false prestige, and should be ready to offer all respect to others. In such a state of mind, one can chant the holy name of the Lord constantly.
O my Lord, I have no desire to accumulate wealth, nor do I desire beautiful women, nor do I want any number of followers. I only want you causes who will serve with birth after birth.
O son of Maharaj Nanda, Krishna, I am your eternal servitor. At somehow or other I have fallen into the ocean of birth and death. Please pick me up from this ocean of death and place me as one of the atoms at your lotus feet.
Oh my Lord, when will my eyes be decorated with tears of love flowing constantly when I chant your holy name? When will my voice choke up, and when will the hairs of my body stand on end at the recitation of your name?
O Govinda, feeling your separations, I am considering a moment to be like 12 years or more. Tears are flowing from my eyes like torrents of rain, and I am feeling all vacant in the world, in your absence.
I know no one but Krishna is my Lord, and he shall remain so even if he handles me roughly or by.
I know no one but Krishna is my Lord, and he shall remain so even if he handles me roughly by his embrace, or makes me broken hearted by not being present for me. He is completely free to do anything, everything, for he is always my worshipful Lord unconditionally.
Haribol, Sri Siksastakam ki jai.
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 Okay, 10 offenses.
To blaspheme the devotees who have dedicated their lives for propagating the holy name of the Lord.
Consider the names of the demigods equal. How it goes? Equal. No. To consider the names of demigods like Lord Shiva and Lord Brahma to be equal or independent of the name of the Lord Vishnu.
3. To disobey the orders of the spiritual master.
Or thinking him as an ordinary person.
4.
Fourth offense,
Or to
blaspheme the
blaspheme.
Vedic literature or literatures in pursuant to Vedic version.
5. To consider the glories of the holy name to be imagination.
6. To give the interpretation of the holy name of the Lord. To give some interpretation.
7. To commit sinful activities on the strength of the holy name.
8. To consider the chanting of Hare Krishna as one of the auspicious ritualistic activities offered in the Vedas as fruit of activities karma kanda.
9. To instruct a faithless person about the glories of the holy name.
10. To not have faith and to maintain materialistic attachments even after understanding so many instructions on this matter. It is also an offense to be inattentive while chanting. Every devotee who claims to be Vaishnava must guard against these offenses in order to quickly achieve the desired success. Krishna Prema.
Krishna.
Après, Haribo. Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha.
Gaudiya Vaishnavita ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Jai, Jai.
Thank you.